Every season, it feels like there's one player on the team that Eagles fans refuse to forgive. And this year, it feels like it's my dog. It feels like it's my boy. Y'all coming and personally attacking me at this point. So we're going to talk about why I think this player is going to have a breakout year. So let's talk about it.
You want Philly food?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, and it is Philly the podcast. So you guys have been bringing up one player that you guys know I have his back. You know, I've had his trainer on here. I've talked to him a couple times. I'm a big fan of this kid, and I think that he's going to have a big season. Now, before we get into that, I want to be sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe, join the family. We are on the road to 10K, and if you want to talk junk to me like about 1,000 other people have already, go join my Twitter. You know, that's where I put all this heat out, all these supposedly hot takes. I guess they're hot takes. And also, before we get into this is going to get repurposed, okay? If you can't see, this is the Eagles tiers, all right? When I went out to Kansas City, a Kansas City fan, I became friends with him, I guess, and he mailed me that. So I'm going to repurpose it. You guys leave some comments on the best ideas to go ahead and repurpose that for this season. Maybe Tears of Joy. I've gotten already some good, suggestions, so leave yours below, and we'll use it over the year. But let's hop right into this, man. So today, I went on Twitter, and you guys know I talked to some people that be out at the practices. I know his trainer, so I do talk to some people that are around Quez and have seen him this season. And I was told that he looks very good, that he's put on some weight, put on some muscle, and that he's looking good, better as a route runner. I mean, I think that he was a good route runner coming into the league, but it was definitely something he had to work on. He kind of relied on his speed in a lot of things and his quickness in and out of breaks, but now you're seeing a little bit more mechanics in his workmanship, which is what I'm hearing. So I went ahead and put that out there, right? I put that out there that, hey, Quez is looking very good. He's been talking about a lot of people hating on him. I'm assuming he's talking about Eagles fans, because Eagles fans cannot shut up about the 3 drops. Yes, 3 drops he had last year. So, look, I understand it, and I'm going to start there. I'll play devil's advocate first. I completely get it. And there was a couple comments that, were saying, hey, I want him to do well. It's just hard to really forgive him for the big drop in the Super Bowl, the fumble prior to that. There was a lot of things that he's done, not a lot. There was a couple of things that he's done in key moments that we are just not going to forget. It is what it is. But he is not nowhere near as bad as a lot of people are making it out to be. People are saying, oh, that's great that he put on muscle, but can he catch? He had less than 4 drops the past 2 years combined. I mean, people are the lengths that people are going to try to discredit our 4th or 5th option on offense. I don't really understand what you guys expect him to be or want him to be, but he's not going to be Jerry Rice as the 4th receiver on our team or 3rd receiver on our team. We know that we have Goddard. We know that we have Devontae Smith. We know that we have A.J. Brown. We have a very good running game. It is going to highlight every mistake he makes because he is not getting the ball as much as obviously those guys. Now you look at, I put this up and this got a lot of people mad as well, but I want to explain it. A lot of people got mad when I put up the drops that Jamar Chase had last 2 years, compared to Quez Watkins drops. Now, yes, Jamar Chase gets a load of more targets. Do not get me wrong. He gets more catches. He's their number 1 guy. He is a superstar wide receiver. I am not comparing the two in those terms. I'm not saying that Quez Watkins is the next Jamar Chase. Just give him more. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is if you look at the drop percentages, okay, Jamar Chase's drop percentage on his targets is 8%. It has been the last 2 years. That's 11 drops the past 2 years, okay? What I was trying to say is when you look at Quez's has been under 4% the past 2 years. And it's 4. I think last year was 3 drops. The year before that, I believe it was 1. And I'm not saying look at the individual number. I'm not saying look at the individual drops and he's amazing. I'm saying everybody drops the ball. Literally and figuratively, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody is going to have a play they want back. Shoot, I mean, look, you look at JJ, you look at Justin Jefferson. He had 49 yards against us. You think there's not plays in that one that he wanted to have back? He had 12 targets, only caught 6 of them. Is he trash? Jalen Hurts fumbled the ball in the Super Bowl and gave up a touchdown. Is he trash? Are we not going to forgive him? We need to calm down because I'm sorry. I love y'all and I'm an Eagles fan. So when I say this, it might sound a little weird, but as Eagles fans, it's far too often I see people doubting or just straight up disrespecting our player before they even get a shot to prove themselves. Yes, I understand and I totally get it. It's tough to ignore what happened last year, but if you're going to blame the fact that we lost the Super Bowl or that we, lost certain games because of Quez Watkins, I'm not buying it. We can look at every individual game and say, why didn't this player do this? Why didn't that player? It's a 17-game season, 20 when you're like us and you're trying to win the Super Bowl, right? Things are going to happen. So let's calm down and let's look at him as a player. I mean, Quez Watkins has consistently gotten open, and this is going by not only what I've seen, but why by what you guys are saying, right? So you can't contradict yourself. You can't say, oh, he constantly gets open. He's a playmaker. He just can't catch the ball when the stats don't prove that. The stats do not back that up. If you want to go to his rookie year, he had, I think, he had a good amount of drops. I can't remember the exact number. It was around 15%, if I'm not mistaken. I had way more drops than he did these past 2 years, and it's gotten better in my opinion. So the stats don't back up what you guys are trying to tell me. If I tell you that Quez Watkins is having a good camp, don't bring up Jalen Reagor. What does Jalen Reagor have to do? Jalen Reagor hasn't even hit 800 yards for his career yet. Jalen Reagor is no longer an Eagle. People are literally sitting here telling me, oh, well, would you rather want Chase or would you want Quez Watkins? Wait, what kind of question is that? It makes zero sense. Let's stop the negativity. That's all I'm asking. I get it. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. I have mine. You watching this has yours. Whoever's going to comment, I'm sure they're going to have theirs. And that's fine. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. But when you are going to make an opinion about it, I've seen people saying Quez needs to go. Why? Why does he need to go? He's a cheap wide receiver that is a playmaker that can make plays. Has he made mistakes? Yes. Yes. So have a number of other players on this team. There's going to be, look, Dallas Goedert made some huge drops. Why don't you hate him? I mean, realistically, it just some of the stuff y'all say doesn't make sense. You guys are really saying this is a good position to be in as a fan. I think that if we're sitting here nitpicking our fourth option on offense, third, fourth option, however you want to look at it, if you're nitpicking Quez, our offense is pretty damn good. So why don't we just focus on that? Why don't we just be happy that our team is looking good this year? That's what we got. I literally put on Twitter that Quez was looking good, and we're over 1,000 likes, over 100 comments of people telling me that, well, his muscle's not the problem, but his route running wasn't the problem. He just can't catch, but he had 3 drops last year. I just don't get it. I understand. I understand that it was in important spots. We're going to remember those spots, but I implore you. I've watched that Super Bowl way too much to be honest. Go back and watch that Super Bowl. Go back and watch any games that you think Quez Watkins lost us and count the number of mistakes by other players. Let's look at if it was just on Quez. It wasn't. The Washington game, that sucked. Yes, he fumbled the ball. We were on our way getting back in that game. We were going to win that game. Why were we behind? To a Washington team. A Washington team that was not that great this year. Why were we behind? Was it Quez? Was Quez playing cornerback? Was Quez was on the defensive? There's a lot that goes into this, okay? And that's all I'm saying. There's 22 guys that start on the NFL team, right? Defense, offense. It's not all on Quez, guys. And I think that this is going to be the year that he shows you exactly what he can do, because now you have even more to kind of take the pressure off him. In those key situations, the fact that Jalen Hurts is going to a Quez Watkins should say something to you as well. So I'm excited for this year, and I'm open in my comment section. Flood the comments with all your negativity about Quez Watkins, because I am keeping receipts. My girlfriend's right over here. She's going to screenshot every single one of y'all. She might not, but I will. I promise you I will. So, look, I wanted to just get this rant off my chest, man. I know if you're on Twitter, you know why I'm giddy. I'm upset. It is what it is. I'm mad. I'm annoyed and I'm mad, because it feels like whenever Eagles fans say, oh, you hear all this negativity in the media, and all I hear is, why are they so negative? We need people to be good, positive about our team, say good things about our team. I say something good and you guys go crazy. So I'm just kind of tired of the contradiction. Are we Eagles fans or are we just mad? That's what I really want to know right now. But either way, you guys let me know what y'all thinking in the comments. Am I totally bugging out? I know I do a lot. This is the first rant I've done in a while. So, I feel like this was deserved. I earned this, and I did it in a suit. So that's kind of impressive in my opinion. But other than that, y'all know what it is, man. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. I love y'all. But it's Fly Eagles Fly. And we are out here. Have a good day. calm down. That's all I gotta say.
Eagles fans everywhere, this is for
Yeah.
you.
Fly Eagles flying, you on the team. Touchdown, touchdown. Time to get Jalen this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a Bird Gang Nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here calling on Philly the podcast. And we can call a man dog or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man saw Jackson like Deshaun, hunting like Randall. Season here, early time to do 'em in. Your boy Philly Fresco. Thanks for tuning in.